Hey, welcome to another episode of Disney Dust. DisneyDwayne here, and as you can see here, I've got a picture of Halle Berry as the Little Mermaid. And if you haven't been aware, there has been a lot of talk about a black actress playing the Little Mermaid, and it's making its rounds on social media. And I thought to chip in on what I think about it and how we can be a little bit more objective on this issue. Now, first of all, after receiving 1.5 million dislikes on the trailer for the Little Mermaid live action movie, YouTube was forced to remove the dislike button. It has definitely caused a lot of controversy. Even political commentator Matt Walsh has weighed in on the casting of the actress and saying it's not scientifically accurate. With the Little Mermaid, he says that from a scientific perspective, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have someone who is darker skinned who lives so deep into the ocean. In fact, if anything, the Little Mermaid should be pale and should actually be translucent. Now, he has since said that this was a joke. We don't know if that's true, so he's kind of retracted the statement. But there's just many people chipping in. There was also a AI scientist who remodeled the whole sequence to make Halle Berry look white. And so let's dig and dive deep into this issue a little more and try to get some perspective and be a little bit more objective. Okay, so basically, did you know before all of this happened, there was a Black Mermaid featured as part of Disney canon? And in some ways, there was a Little Mermaid TV series that was happening from 1992 to 1994. And back then, there was a mermaid that Ariel met, Gabriella, who was a black mermaid and also a deaf mermaid. And if you're also interested in the links, I'll post them below to some of these things I'm talking about, so you know I'm not just talking through my nose. Also, coincidentally, or maybe on purpose, Norm Lewis, he is a black actor. He played King Triton in the Broadway version of The Little Mermaid as well. I don't know how much has been said about it, but because it is Broadway and it was because it was the TV series, I guess the reach for that wasn't as huge for us to hear about it on social media. Also, back in the day, a long time back, to be exact, 1997. This was done by Disney as well, because Disney acquired ABC in 1995, and The Wonderful World of Disney remade Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella in 1997. And if you remember this, it featured Brandy as Cinderella and Whitney Houston as the fairy godmother. Now, Whitney was the one spearheading this project, and she chose Brandy to be Cinderella. And guess what? This was such colorblind casting. Even the prince was played by American Filipino Paolo Montalban. And because Cinderella was such a fairy tale, it didn't have to justify its fully integrated magical, society. I mean, the fact that anyone can be of any color. And while that is still a common approach for theatrical casting on television, it created a rare phenomenon, an unapologetically diverse production whose lasting impact, I believe, is still felt today, 2 decades later, even among fans who weren't alive when it debuted. So this is what has been going on. There has been a history of colorblind casting. Now, it is very different to casting for something like Mulan, where it's specifically in China, or The Princess and the Frog, where it's specifically in New Orleans, where it has to be, a particular type of race. In The Little Mermaid, I feel at least, the races are the mermaids versus the humans. So to have diversity within the sort of mermaid folk, where there's a black mermaid versus a white mermaid, is I think not the point. Also, then would there be a black human and a black mermaid, and then would their cultures be black? So to begin with, mermaids aren't real. So I feel like there's a lot of noise for no reason in that sense. Also, in terms of being sensitive to these sorts of things, I do feel that both views are valid. So what are the two views? Let me hear me out. So the first view could be like a white person oppressing a black person, right? For example. And that view, of course, is not ideal. Bernadette Peters did say, playing the stepmother in the Cinderella version, where Brandy played Cinderella, She said that she didn't even feel, she doesn't even remember or or has thought about the optics of playing a white evil stepmother to a black Cinderella. To her, it was something that wasn't, you know, on her mind at all. So this is what I'm trying to say. There are two sides of it, right? A white person oppressing a black person. Yes, historically, it cannot be erased, and we should. It is valid, okay, that image, and we should be sensitive to it. But if I also want to be colorblind, then it shouldn't affect me, right? Because everybody is equal and everybody is respected equally that way. So I don't see color in my world, whereas some people do see color in their world because, you know, for reasons of history, they feel oppressed, and it is something that's, so both are valid basically. What's important is that both sides are actually aware of each other's perspective and respecting it without the need to enforce a change, right? We can both coexist. So I feel like it's sometimes less important what someone is saying, but more important what the intention is. So hear me out. If a man holds a door, say for example, for a woman, right? And the woman could take offense, right? She'd be like, I don't need that. You know, as an equal, I can open the door myself. So why do you need to hold the door for me? And she's insulted. Okay, but what's important is really knowing the man's intentions. Is he opening the door merely as a polite gesture for someone that he likes or cares about? Or does he really feel that in general, men need to take care of women because they are less capable? So this is what I'm driving at. The intention is more important than what's actually being said particularly or done. Um, and sometimes the very person who has seemed to have offended you could be well on the same page that you are. So use what you know about them. Otherwise, try to give them the benefit of the doubt until you find out what their true intentions are. And in the same vein, casting a black actress as Ariel might not even be about being woke. You know, they could have just cast the best actress for the role, and that's the real intention, right? So yes. So in moving forward, I think we should all be careful. And I also do feel like, you know, um, this has become so big, as opposed to back in the day when Brandy was cast, is because of social media. So we really have to be responsible and take care to not have social media blow things out of proportion. And honestly, you know, I feel like the more important, rather, thing about The Little Mermaid is to focus on other aspects of the story, right? Like do we like the fact that she's riffing like that, for example? I think let's not sidetrack in the same way we did with Mulan, you know, and all, you know, the camps and all that that was happening there. It's a waste of energy. I feel there are more legitimate reasons to not want to watch The Little Mermaid, for example, rather than just, you know, the fact that she is black and not white. So of course, you know, I have to say that when I first did see Brandy as Cinderella, you know, my instincts were, why is she black? She shouldn't be black, right? But I admit, it is all conditioning. We are all conditioned to believe certain things that can be changed. We might know something is wrong, but still believe something to be the other way, right? You know, you know it's wrong to think that, but you're still thinking that. So it's all about conditioning and reconditioning. And so those are my 2 cents worth. What do you think? Please leave your comments in the comment section below. Also, you can look at the video description for some links that I provided from all the articles that I've quoted as well. All right, this has been a great discussion. I hope you can chip in, and don't forget to subscribe and follow and give this video a thumbs up and hit that bell notification for more videos. Till the next time, bye.